Rabbi Schneider, Erev Tov, Laila Tov, maybe you have a few words for us?
So, it says in the history books, it seems that the War of Independence cost 6,000 deaths. We lost 6,000 people because of the War of Independence, and Uri Milstein says it's more like 8,000. The question is, what does Allah say about such a situation? There were other options. Could have been a trusteeship. According to Allah, was ready to fight such a war with so many Jews to kill. I think Yehuda brings what the Rambam writes in the beginning of Hilchos Chanukah. He writes this story what happened, and he says that the Malchus came back to Israel because the Malchus in Israel for 200 years. So he seems to be saying that that's what the story was. They bought the Hamad Poet, but Tushkidei Dibra, he himself writes, Rama writes, that there is a Xeris Shmad, right? You know, the Gemara says when there's a Xeris Shmad, the Gemara says that there's even Al-Aqs in the Sana, even on a shoelace. And it's Yehog B'Yavo. And if it's Yehog B'Yavo, it's Kavachela, Yehog B'Yavo, right? The Greek officer wanted Matisyahu to offer up a sacrifice to an idol. So Matisyahu killed him, right? If a guy tries to force you to do Yehog B'Yavo, certainly it's Yehog B'Yavo. He has permission to kill such a guy. So what does this have to do with the Machas comes back to Israel? We should say it in the Alanisim, according to Rambam, which is thanking Hashem and the Alanisim. We should say, thank you for giving us back the Machas to Israel. It's not there. It doesn't say anything of the sort. So where does the Rambam get this idea? How does it work exactly? So I saw that Yehuda says that for the keyboard there's no Bechira. Bechira Chavshis is for the individual, but what happens to Klal Israel is not left up to our Bechira. Where's the Makom? This is what Cook said. I don't know. Maybe you can find out. It depends. But this is a very important concept. So this, it seems, would answer the question. In other words, for Machas Israel, there is no need to fight that for Machas Israel. There's no such halacha. But Hashem wanted the Machas Israel to come back for 200 years, and the way Hashem organized it in such a way that the Yechus all of a sudden make serious. Like this, the Jews were sitting many years under the Greeks, no problem. They did not rebel, but Hashem caused it that the Greeks would make such a gezerah. So logically, the Jews have to fight back. And I'm hearing something. What am I hearing? Hello?
What?
You there, Shemir?
I'm here, yeah.
Okay. So the kid says, is the Raton Elyon. The Raton Elyon wants it to be Machas Israel. And he manipulates it in such a way that according to the halacha, the Jews have to go fight.
But Yisrael,
yeah.
We see there was no Gezeres Shmad in Tashach.
Was it?
There was no Gezeres Shmad, but Tashach.
Very good. But the difference between Tashach and the Hashmonaim, that the Hashmonaim were listening to the halacha. And repeatedly, you have no right to touch a fingernail of another human being just because you want to have absolute. So since they're working with the halacha, Hashem worked the halacha. So it's right that yes, there was fight to be. At the time of Ben Gurion, he's not working with the halacha. He doesn't give a damn what the halacha is. But the Maisa, the only question is the Medina the Ton Elyon, or it's a tone of the Samach Mem. That's the only question. And Satma says, the Satma says the Satan rules the world. That's, of course, the to the Gemara. Even Eve, even if you shut down, even could not touch Eve. It's not Hashem gave him specific permission to do so. What happened to Eve was the tone, not the tone of the Satan. And what happened to Tashach was the tone of Hashem. That's what Shlomeim and they believed. And that's okay. In any case, I think we've clarified a little bit what the story is of Atzmaut. What is Atzmaut? And its importance. And he was saying that the Mashiach will come and will have Atzmaut, the Malchus Israel, Yizirat Halacha, Yezrat Hashem, Amen, Amen.
Amen. Yisrael, we didn't add it. Would if they would the Sanhedrin allow to go to war in Tashach? Pashtus not. Because, okay, the question is, where is this concept coming from, Malchus? So where did the Rambam get it? Where does it say? Where does it say one line in the whole Shas about Malchus? I don't know. It's a mystery. But in any case, it's the Rambam. And the interesting thing is that the Melech HaMashiach, the Baal Rebbe, is redite so much in the lesson of the Rambam, and this Rambam I don't think he ever brings, because it's not, he doesn't want it to be right. The Baal Rebbe never quoted the Dinas Yisrael, right? He's always talking about Kos Nefesh. You can't give a Shtachim because of Kos Nefesh. But what the Goyim did, and he said to say, that's what the Baal Rebbe doesn't talk about at all. He doesn't seem to know, even though it's against they call this thing Malchus Israel. But in Torah Chabad, I don't think Malchus Israel appears even once in all the millions of words that the Baal Rebbe said. I don't think he said the word Malchus Israel once in his life. Okay. Hashem Yazon. Be good. A few more words here, Yisrael. You quoted Rav Tzvi Yehuda. Now,
I quoted what?
Rav Tzvi Yehuda.
Yeah.
Now you should know there's a trend in the Dati Lumi world, the Zionist world, that they use Rav Kook as a buba. They messiah Rav Kook on purpose because they have different ideals. Now I have a letter that I from Rav Moshe Tzuriel Shiabari, who wrote a long mimer against Rav Avi Ner, that Rav Avi Ner changed Mamash Messiah the words of Rav Kook because he has an agenda that all the Jews are holy and they're all holy and there's no error of. And on this mimer, Rav Kook said the exact opposite, and Rav Tzuriel, Moshe Tzuriel, Weiss, wrote a mimer against it. Another case I'll tell you, there's a letter that was discovered not long ago, hidden away in the Boyden someplace, from Lo Pachot Mi Rav Avram Yitzchak HaKohen Kook. And in this letter, he writes the hesped, what I said about Herzl. He's a Rasha. I didn't want to say it, but there might be a civil war here. The Zionists might rise up against the religious people. And who knows what could happen. He was mukhrach to get it, but he despised Herzl. Kach letter that they found from Rav Kook, and this letter was ganuz. Apparently Rav Tzvi Yehuda didn't let it out, because Rav Tzvi Yehuda, on his wall in the study, he has a picture of his father and a picture of Herzl. Mato Merel's there. They have their own agenda, not Rav Kook's agenda. And many other things. Kaplan can tell you a few other things.
כל אחד צריך לדעת איפה הוא עומד. Baruch Hashem, we're American, we're living in a different world. Chabdeu v'chashdeu. We have to know what we're thinking, and whatever underhand things that people do, they don't again. I know. We have to try to be mevarer what Hashem wants us to do, and halavai, we should really believe that Hashem wants upon us, and we have to try to think upon us And I've been involved in the temple movement for more than 30 years. But I think that I'm really pretty weak. After all this involvement with the meaning of Kubbanis, it's hard for me to understand it. Okay? Each one of us has to try to put it together, live with Hashem, with the Ratzon Hashem, and involving oneself in all these forgeries and whodunits. זה לא טוב, זה לא טוב בנפש. לא טוב שנפש תהיה במקום כזה. This one did this trick and this one did that trick. אז זה לא טוב, זה לא טוב. ברוך השם, I tried to stay away from all these things. זה לא נוגע לי. I have to know what I have to know. I have to know what Hashem wants me to do. I should really be connected to Hashem, and I should really be doing the right thing. And that's no story. And involving yourself in all this stuff, as an education, זה לא בריא לנפש. טוב, כל טוב.
Okay. Thank you very much, Rav Schneider. And we hope to see you, hear you again shortly. להתראות ולילה טוב.